This popcorn is good. Oh, snap. Oh, man. What's up, Cincinnati? Welcome to an exciting edition of Set the Record Straight with Soul Train. I hope you all didn't mind me eat some popcorn here today because that's exactly what we're going to talk about. We got Chesapeake popcorn here with us. We're going to talk about that here in a bit. Let me get the graphics up here for you all. Just so for you all don't know, this is Stanley Soul Train Jefferson with the goods once again, bringing you good vibes here in Cincinnati and the Tri-States. Today, once again, we got Chesapeake popcorn, and we got a special guest. We got Ruben Schwartz. He is the co-owner of, the co-founder, I should say, of Chesapeake popcorn. Ruben, why don't you start out by saying hi to the people?
Hey, folks.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeedy. Well, this popcorn is so good. I'm telling you, this is so good. I like cheddar. It reminds me of Cheetos.
It's one of our best sellers.
Yeah, it's one of the best sellers. That and caramel. So, why don't you start out by telling those that do not know, what is Chesapeake popcorn?
So Chesapeake Popcorn is a small, family-owned and operated business. We run out of our home. It's just my wife and I up in Liberty Township. We were in our 12th year right now. We started doing this figuring that I'd want to do something when I retired, which I did 3 years ago. So this is what I do now, so I don't just sit around. You know, it's been fun. We sell the popcorn at festivals and at craft shows. We do have an online store. It's just something to do, and it's been very successful. It's helped pay for our son's college. It's paid for some vacations. It's paid to remodel the kitchen, and so it's something that my wife and I enjoy, and we like doing it.
I understand that. It's a great way to show out your business to everyone on what you selling and everything. And which reminds me of my next question. As I'm, taking a taste of this cheddar popcorn, you can't resist this. Can't resist. What made you want to get started with popcorn? Starting out with this business.
Well, my wife used to work for a small company up in Lebanon that makes jam, and that company started off in farmers markets. And so I would go with her from time to time when she had to work at a farmer's market. I'd help her carry the jars and set the table up and all. And I told her, I like doing this. Maybe we should try to come up with something of our own. And we kicked around some ideas, and we landed on caramel corn. And January 1st, 2012, we made our first batch. And our son, who was in high school at the time, came downstairs from his room because he could smell it. And picked up the tray and started to walk out of the kitchen with it because it tastes so good. So we got the tray back from him. The next day, I went back to work on the 2nd. He went back to school. We each took half the batch, and we sampled it around. Everybody said, "Hey, where can I buy this? Where'd you get this? This is really good." So we knew he had something, and went to the farmer's market later that month, and with 12 bags of popcorn, and sold out. Next month we did it again with more popcorn, and we sold out. And we just kept at it. And the first year we really just did farmers markets. Then we started branching out into craft shows and festivals, that kind of thing.
Oh yes, and speaking of which, we're doing a little two-shot here. I see you brought several flavors here that you all do at Chesapeake. Tell me what kind of flavors you got here.
So this is a representation of what we do. We've got our white cheddar. I'm not sure what this one was. This is our old-fashioned caramel. The old-fashioned is very special for us. Not only is that the first flavor that we ever made, but we have 3 breast cancer survivors in our family. And so on the label, you'll see some pink ribbons. We donate 50 cents of every bag that we sell of the old-fashioned flavor to support breast cancer research. At the end of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we send a check to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
And that was my next question. what made you want to get involved with breast cancer awareness? You kind of answered it already because
Yeah.
you had family members that,
Yes.
that's been through that, and I think it's a good cause that you're doing this in the first place. I mean, what does it mean for you all to participate with breast cancer awareness?
Well, because my mother-in-law and my two sisters-in-laws both have survived breast cancer, um, we've been blessed to not have any cancer on our side of the family, and so my wife's good. I've not ever had it. My son has not been sick, and so we feel blessed. And as a result, we wanted to give back to the breast cancer community in some way, and we thought the best way to do that is to donate to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, because they're the ones that do, not only do they do the research to help understand what causes breast cancer, but how to fight it and how to cure it. They also donate over 85% of all their donations. Rather, they don't donate all their donations. They use 85% of it for actual research, not for administrative costs. So we gain the most bang for our buck there.
And I understand you saying cheddar and along with caramel, they're your top sellers, I understand?
Well, actually, our number one seller is the dill pickle.
Dill pickle.
We started making that a little over a year ago. From the day we started selling it, it has been our number one seller. People really love it. Now, 10 years ago, salted caramel was like that. And we make two salted caramels. We also make a Chicago style, which is caramel and cheddar mixed together. So that's also very popular. That's probably number two. We also have, showing here today, we also brought our Coco Loco, which is a chocolate caramel. I mentioned the dill pickle already. And then we have our Splash of Bourbon, which is flavored with Maker's Mark. Something that sets us aside from what you get in the grocery store is when you go to buy caramel corn in the grocery store, I won't mention any brand names, but you see caramel corn that's got other things, nuts and candy and all, M&Ms put into the bag. That's how they do it. They make caramel corn and then they add stuff to the finished caramel. We actually flavor all of the caramel with the right flavors, whether it's with the marshmallow extract, and it's all on the labels. A chocolate. So we actually put natural, all pure natural cocoa powder in the sugar when we make the caramel. So it's actually chocolate caramel. It's not chocolate covered caramel.
Oh, nice. I mean, like I told you, this is my favorite, my personal favorite. And I also like caramel. I mean, this is some good popcorn you have here.
Thank you.
Totally good.
It's probably some of the best caramel corn and cheese popcorn you ever eat.
I'll remember that. I will remember that. People, you better remember that. Good popcorn. Good popcorn, y'all. Speaking of which, you passed along some video and some pictures here. We're going to start with the pictures first. This one here, each picture I'm going to show, why don't you describe to me what's going on here? And
so this is us set up at Art on Vine down at Ryan Gaines Brewery. This was a couple of years ago. This is an example of the kind of artisan craft shows we do. We'll set up our booth, and then people come by. We give them samples, and my job is to get someone to take a sample and try the popcorn. The sample's job is to get them to buy it. There's nothing I can say that's going to get someone to buy popcorn, but if they taste it, they want to buy it.
And even kids, they love your popcorn too.
Oh yes. This little boy, he picked up. His mom picked up some popcorn for him at the Fairfield Farmers Market a couple of years ago, and they were getting ready to go out of town, and so she sent us this picture of him on the plane enjoying his snack.
Oh yes, I mean kids love popcorn. I love it. You love it. We all love popcorn. We gotta have something to entertain us when we're watching movies or out with friends and stuff. Now this next picture here really interests me a lot. I did not know you can put popcorn in the oven and make it fresh. Now, what's the whole point of putting it in the oven?
So when we double bake our popcorn. The first time we put it in the oven is to get the moisture out of it, because moisture is what makes popcorn stale. So we dry it out, then we coat it with. I think you've got a picture of that too. But then we coat it, and then we bake it again, and that sets the caramel, and that allows it to stay fresh longer.
I believe it's this picture right there. That's where you all
Yeah.
mix it up.
Right, it's where we take the caramel that we make in small batches on the stove. Everything's done by hand. We only have two machines. We have a popcorn popper and we have a cheese tumbler. Everything else is done by hand with those silicone spoons. So we pop the popcorn, we dry it out, we make the coating on the stove, we cover the popcorn with it, make sure it's all evenly covered, then we bake it again, then when it comes out of the oven, we package it, and then we put it on shelves in our warehouse, which is our living room at the house, and then we pack it up to go to shows or to fill orders that we get online.
And this is some of you all's ingredients that you all do to make it, because
Yes.
caramel, it's one of them, cheddar, and what about the others?
Yeah, so what you see there is an example of how we prep our ingredients. We use natural ingredients as much as we can. We try to use local ingredients. We don't order online or anything, have things shipped into us. All of our sugar we buy locally. Our flavorings that we get, again, that are natural, they're from a company that is local. We buy all of our powders for the cheeses and the dill pickle and so forth. We buy them from a local vendor. We even get the popcorn directly from the farmer over in Indiana.
Oh, yes. And speaking of which, of the warehouse you mentioned, this is like some of the popcorn on the shelves that you all do.
Yep.
Wow. All at home.
We do it all at home.
Wow.
We'll fill up those shelves before a big show, and then we pretty much empty them and then start making popcorn all over again.
Oh, man. This is so sweet right here. I mean, make it for home. This is the first time on my show ever that, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get this. This is a brand new studio, folks. This is a brand new equipment. I'm trying to get back to camera 3 here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. All I had to do was push fade. That's all I had to do. I'm still getting used to it, folks. Just hang tight with me with that. But well, there's some a video that you sent to me too.
Yes.
About about your company and how you all make the popcorn. People, take time out to check this out as I get this going. Hold on one second here. I gotta make sure everything is intact. There we go. And as I'm playing this, describe this video.
So this is our logo. So like I said, we start off by popping popcorn fresh. We pop everything in coconut oil. We use the finest ingredients that we can get, and I've already talked about that. This is where we use these small pots and we make all of the coatings in small batches. That was caramel. Then we coat the popcorn gently by hand. We bake it in the oven a second time, and then we package it up. That's actually my son doing that packaging there. And then we sell it at different venues around Ohio. We only sell in Ohio.
Only Ohio.
Only Ohio.
Only the OHIO. You seen that picture right there once again. Great picture there. Oh man. Well, there you go. Sorry about that. So like, these are great things that you do. You sell your popcorn, and also for breast cancer awareness, even though it's in October. This is the first organization that really, say, hey, we're not gonna just sell popcorn. We're gonna do it with a purpose. I mean, I feel like you're doing this for a great cause and a great purpose by getting breast cancer awareness, especially, with it, with, personal things in your family, those with breast cancer awareness. I think it's a great thing that you're doing. And, again, thank you for coming on my show.
Yeah.
This is a great thing that you're doing. So people, if you want to learn more about Chesapeake popcorn, here's what I want you to do. Just go on ChesapeakePopcorn.biz. So for those that do go on that website, what can they find?
So you'll see a little bit about our story, about who we are. You'll see all the different flavors we make. You'll be able to click on a link to go to our online store and actually purchase it. And you can, if you purchase it, you can pick it up at the house in Liberty Township. You can, we can deliver it within 10 miles of the house. That's our delivery range, and there's the charge for that. Or you can have it shipped to you if you live someplace else. Also, we do special orders where you can order a half-size bag, half of what you were showing before. That's typically for party favors, wedding favors, that kind of thing. We also have a family-size bag, which is 2.5 times the normal bag size that's being displayed. So you can do those too. We also do bulk orders if you want to do a popcorn bar or something like that.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I really do like that. So like out of all the flavors, I want to know all the flavors that you mentioned that you have here on set. Which one is your favorite and why?
My favorite actually didn't make it here today, but it's the garlic parmesan.
Ooh.
I am a big fan of fettuccine alfredo. I love that as a meal, and the garlic parmesan tastes like fettuccine alfredo. A friend of ours specifically asked us to do something that had garlic and parmesan in it, and when I made it and I tasted it for the first time, I said, "This is fettuccine alfredo. This is great." And I taste every batch that I make. Everything we make, we have to taste test it to make sure that it tastes right. Because if something was on the stove too long or in the oven too long, if it doesn't taste just right, I'm going to throw it away. I'm not going to sell it. There are a lot of popcorn companies out there that will sell it anyway. I won't do that. If it isn't perfect, it doesn't leave the house. So garlic parmesan is my favorite. My second favorite is probably the splash of bourbon, because I'm a bourbon drinker. I really like that. After that, I eat a little bit of them all the time, so it's hard to say which is the favorite other than the two I mentioned.
You heard it here first, everyone. I mean, this is some good popcorn. I gotta taste this once again. I mean, this is some good popcorn there.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm glad I do too. I like this too. Do y'all like make actual movie popcorn that you see at movie theaters too?
We actually have one flavor. We just started making it. I need to get it on the website. It's just called simply buttered popcorn, and it tastes like movie theater popcorn.
Oh, I gotta get some of that too. Instead of going to the movies, I can go to you all and get it, and I can just watch some Netflix or Hulu at home, and you don't even have to get Pop Secret or anything like that at Walmart or Kroger or something like that. This is some good popcorn
and
here.
When you go to the movie theater, half of what you're putting on your popcorn is chemicals. It's oils and additives. Our buttered popcorn is butter.
Oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. So once again, folks, if you want to learn more about Mr. Schwartz's Popcorn World, visit his website. Once again, it's ChesapeakePopcorn.biz. You can find, all kinds of popcorns and flavors. How many flavors you all have?
19.
19 flavors, people. 19 flavors. You can't beat that. You just can't beat that. Just go on his website, check out the popcorn. Like he mentioned, it can be delivered to you, or you can there's a lot of ways you can get the popcorn. You can even y'all do catering services, or for organizations if they want to have like a little get together, they want to like have your popcorn.
We can provide the popcorn. We don't actually set up and execute the popcorn bars. We just provide the popcorn.
And for those that wants to, because I seen you at the Arts on Vine, if they want to like check out exactly where you are going to be, like where you are, like if you going to an event or something, can they find that on the website too?
Where you want to see what our schedule is, you want to go to our Facebook page, which is Chesapeake Popcorn. We're the only one on Facebook. And we post our schedule out there.
All right. Alrighty. All right. I like that. You know, that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. I don't have to go to the movies for it and everything. It's been a pleasure having you on my show, my man. It's been a very good pleasure. I definitely want to get some of that popcorn, and everyone, he's doing it for a good cause. Support breast cancer awareness. What better way to do it than to eat some of his good old-fashioned popcorn? Tastes great the first time. Trust me. We're running out of time here. Thank you for being on my show here today. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. You're welcome anytime. Just let me know in advance. I'll make it happen for you. All right. So if you want to learn more about my show, I have a Facebook page. It's called Set the Record Straight with Soul Train. You can find the latest videos, pictures, events, even on today's show with Chesapeake Popcorn. I have a video or pictures on that on my website as well. I mean, on my Facebook page, that is. Also, while you at it, why don't you visit me on my YouTube page, which is Broadcasting Genius. You can find the latest videos of my show, Set the Record Straight with Soul Train on there as well. You won't miss a beat. You know, it's up and coming. You know, my show is up and coming. I've been doing it since last year, but you know, I'm telling you, this is gonna be something that you're not gonna forget. Something, you know, that's gonna be positive, you know, for Cincinnati and the tri-states. So, my man, it's been a pleasure. I gotta eat some of this popcorn here as I'm going here. Take some. Take some. Tastes good? All right. You heard it here first, folks. Tastes good. Check it out. Keep it fresh, Cincinnati.